guys, welcome to your quick Vinyasa basic flow. Today we're just going to go through a few warm-up poses and postures, some sun salutation A, B, and then we will do some final postures and call it a day. So don't forget, playlists linked if you want to turn on some music to flow to. If you don't, that's okay too. And we're gonna start standing at the top of our mat. So when you're ready, just coming to stand at the top of your mat, arms rest down by your side, closing down your eyes, starting to bring awareness into your breath, breathing in through the nose, and side out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. And big sigh out through the mouth. Good. If it feels good on this next breath, inhale. And exhale, sighing out through the nose. Working on that Ujjayi pranayama. Again, in through the nose. And back out through the nose. You can continue this breath throughout your practice. And if that doesn't work for you, remembering you can always just keep that regular breathing pattern of in through your nose and out through the mouth. Good. On your next inhale, sweeping arms up into mountain pose. Exhale, taking your right hand, grabbing your left wrist, and side body stretch over to the right. Inhaling back through center. Exhale, release your wrist. Inhale, left hand grabs right wrist. Exhale, slight bend over to the left. Breathing here. And with an exhale, coming back through center. And closing hands down at heart center. Taking a breath here. And on your inhale, sweeping arms up. Again, grabbing that left wrist with the right hand, pulling over to the right. Maybe able to get a little deeper this time. And this time we're going to take a nice swoop all the way down. Lifting with your right side body, pulling that all the way up on that left side and coming through center. Let's take that again, dropping over to the right. Nice side body stretch first. And then all the way down, draw that big circle, lifting up with that right side body. And releasing center, switch it out, left grabs right. Just starting with the side bend first. Seeing if you can get a little bit deeper. And with your exhale, drawing that nice big circle all the way down, lifting up with that left side body. Back through center. Again, over to the left. Really feeling that side body along your right side, getting that nice good stretch. And then looping it all the way around, lifting it up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, sweep arms up to mountain. Exhale, hands coming through heart, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, hands to shins, or they can stay on the ground. Exhale, release, forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. And we're going to step our feet back into plank, holding here for a breath. And then exhale, setting knees down. You can lift up those heels to protect your low back and lowering all the way down to your belly, bringing those legs down. From here, we're going to take 3 versions of Cobra. So coming up on your fingertips, hands right under your shoulder, just lifting up into a baby Cobra. And exhale, release. This time walking fingertips to the outsides of your mat so your hands are nice and wide. Again, lifting up, baby cobra. And with an exhale, release. Hands are turned back for your normal cobra. Coming into baby. You can lift up higher if it feels good, or just stay in that baby cobra. Pressing through to our tabletop position. Hands are right under the shoulders. Going for 5 rounds of cat-cow. Really dropping your belly. Lifting up through the crown of your head. And exhale, tucking that chin, rounding the spine into cat. Inhaling through cow. Exhale into cat. Inhaling into cow. Exhale into cat. 2 more. Inhaling through cow. Exhaling through cat. Inhale, last time. And with an exhale, really round that spine. We're going to hold here, kind of shake it side to side. Feeling those sides loosen up. You're going to draw some circles in one direction. And then drawing it in the other. And when you feel like you're even on both sides, we're going to take a quick wrist stretch. So taking your fingertips, you're going to turn them around to face you. So fingertips are pointed at you. And they're down on the ground. Now for some people, this right here is more than enough. It looks weird to a lot of people, but for some people, like me, you might be double jointed, hypermobile, so this doesn't really feel like too much of anything. So if you're there, sit back on your heels and really press back, stretching through those wrists and forearm. Again, remember, right here is just fine. But if you want more, coming back into that seated position. Good, bring it back up. Bring it into neutral. One final one this time. Fingertips are going to face you good, but this time you're going to flip to the top of your hands. So, hands are flipped over this time, and you're just resting on the top. Again, this right here is more than enough. But if you do want more, again, taking that seat back. You should really feel this one in the front of your wrist, pulling up through the top of that forearm. And bring it back up to neutral. Flip your hands. Maybe come up, roll out your wrists. You can give them a little press. Rolling them out, shaking them out. And coming back into your box, tabletop, and back into your child's pose. Now taking your knees to the width that feels good. The wider your knees are, the more your back can really release. So if you really want that low back stretch, open your knees up wide, sit in between, and rest that forehead down. For any shoulder injuries or if they're uncomfortable, you can always take your arms down by your side and take your child's pose. That way you can bring your hands in reverse Namaste. I'm just going to be here for a couple of breaths. Try and really just let your shoulders release. Don't wear your shoulders up like earrings. Just let them hang heavy. Sitting down in the pose. Good, and with an exhale, we're going to push back into your first downward facing dog. So take a couple breaths here, maybe walk out your dog, dropping one ankle and heel down at a time. You can hold one, and then switch, hold the other. You can do them quicker. Just really feeling this down dog, pressing that chest back towards your thighs. Good. From here, we're going to slowly, one step at a time, walk our feet all the way up to our hands. Let it hang heavy on your forward fold. Let your neck hang down. With an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it, release. Inhale, sweeping up into mountain. And exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, so we're going to go through a sun salutation A, which is a little variation of what we just did, taking it a little bit faster, taking a few things away. So with an inhale, sweep, arms up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, step or jump, feet back into plank. You can drop your knees down or take your full chaturanga through your upward facing dog or cobra back into your downward facing dog. Good, again. With an inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, jump or float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach all the way up and down. And exhale, hands through heart. We're going to go through that again. Inhale, reaching up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or jump. Back into your plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And back into that downward facing dog. We have one more. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step, jump or float. Feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And an exhale, hands at heart center. Good, from here we're going to take our sun salutation B, which has some warrior legs and chair in it. So, from our hands at heart center, we're going to inhale, arms up into mountain. Exhale through your chair pose. We're going to stay here just for a breath. Really have that weight back in your heels. You should be able to lift up toes. And with an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Take your flow. Step, jump, or float back into your plank. Remember, you can always drop those knees down for your chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and back into your downward facing dog. We're going to step right foot in between your hands, come up into warrior two. Holding here for a breath. And exhale, hands down. Foot steps back. If you want a little challenge, if you want to spice it up, keep that foot hovered while you go through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, cobra, and down into your downward facing dog. Inhale, step, jump or float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up to mountain. And with an exhale, hands at heart center. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or jump. Feet back into plank. Take your flow. Know that you can always go through Straight back into down dog. Inhale, step, jumper, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Now I threw in a sun salutation A because autopilot and my brain. So normally you would just go straight from sun A or sun B to sun B. But you just got a little extra. So now we're taking sun B on the left side. Hands at heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, coming through that chair pose. Breathing here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, step, jumper, float, feet to plank. Exhaling through that chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Back into that downward facing dog. Good, inhale, left leg lifts. Stepping it through to that warrior one. Holding here for the stretch. And bringing those hands down. Again, if you want the challenge, keep that left leg lifted through your chaturanga, your upward facing dog, and your downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, jumper, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart. Good, we're going to take that again. A little bit quicker. Remember, options are always to take those modifications, and there will not be a sun A in the middle this time. Inhale, hands to mountain. Exhaling through chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your flow. Or just meet straight back and down dog. Inhale, right leg, warrior one, lift up. Exhale, take your flow. Or skip it and go straight back into your down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, jumper, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhaling, rise up. And hands at heart. Good. Left side, inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Going through your flow. Adding on. Taking what you don't need. Inhale, left foot steps between the hands. Come forward. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take your flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, jumper, float. Feet to hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Good, taking it one final time, and then we're going down to the ground for final stretches. Inhale, rise up. Exhale through chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release, taking your flow. From down dog, right leg in between your hands, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, release it down, taking your flow. Good, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, jumper, float, feet to hands. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands at heart. Last time, inhale, rise up. Exhale, sit back into chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, taking that flow. Remembering you can always hold plank or just go straight back into that down dog. And inhale, left foot in between your hands. Come up, warrior two. And exhale, release. Take it back through your final flow. And back into that downward facing dog. Together, we're going to take a nice big breath in. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale, side out. And dropping down to your knees. Again, back into that child's pose. Maybe taking your knees wide this time. If you took them narrow last time, maybe taking narrow this time. If you took wide last time, remember you can always bring those arms down by your side. Just really breathing here. Feeling the stretch. Pressing that forehead down, rocking it left, right. Stretching out through that neck. And then bring it still. If you brought your arms by your side, walking them forward. And coming up through your box. And feet come around out in front of you. So they're straight out in front. Like you were standing in mountain, arms up. And with an exhale, we're going to forward fold hands to feet. Now, bend your knees as much as you need to. What I like to do is I start with my knees a little bit more bent, and I grab my heels, and then one at a time, I kind of scooch my seat back until my legs are straight. And then take a nice big breath in. Exhale, release it out. Really try and let yourself release. Letting that head hang heavy. Not trying to hold it up. Just releasing the head and neck. Walking your left hand to the outside of your right foot, twisting open with that right arm, looking over the right. Inhaling. Exhaling it, bringing it back through center. Stretching it again in the center. This time walking right hand to the outside of the left foot, twisting open with the left arm. Looking over that left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale one more time. Forward fold. See if maybe you can get a little bit deeper. And slowly rolling it back up. This time feet come down to the ground. Coming into a boat pose, just engaging your core a little bit. We're going to go through 3 rounds of high boat to low boat. Just get a little quick ab burn. So inhale, exhale, low boat. Inhale, exhale, low boat. Inhale up. Last one, exhale, low boat, hold. And release. Take a nice long body stretch. And bringing those feet back down to the ground. Taking bridge or wheel pose. If you're ready for wheel, probably not warmed up enough, but if you're flexible enough and it feels good, go for it. If not, taking bridge, lifting hips up, feet are firmly planted down in the ground. I like to open my shoulders up a little bit So I come to tops of my shoulders and then interlace your fingers underneath you. So your shoulders are rounded back and open, and your heart is lifted. Fingers are interlaced behind you. And just squeezing here. Just letting it open up. And if you came to the tops of the shoulders, releasing them so you're just in that regular bridge. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time, releasing it all the way down. Hugging knees into chest. Give yourself a good rock side to side. And dropping knees over to your right. Arms twist open. And you're looking over that left arm. You can bring that right hand to the outside of your left knee and give it a gentle press. It'll help twist you open a little bit more. Inhale, hug in the center. And with an exhale, letting those knees drop over to the left. Gaze goes over that right. Again, if you want to take your left hand, pressing that right knee down. Really feel that all along that side body. I feel it along my IT band down under my knee. It's a good opener. And coming back through center, give yourself another hug. Bring your nose and knee to meet. And exhale, release it down into Shavasana. Just taking a few minutes here in this last resting pose. Taking a moment here just for some silence and stillness before you move on with your day. Letting your body fully relax down into the mat. Before moving on, just take one last scan of your body from head to toe, seeing how you feel. If any areas feel tight, if you're holding on to any stress or anxiety in any areas, just breathe in a little extra love. And with an exhale, side out, let it go. Again, inhale. Exhale, release. Starting to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll out your wrists and ankles. Nod your head side to side. And nodding it up and down to end on a positive. Rolling on to your right or left side, just depending on what's comfortable here, and just hold yourself in a fetal position. This is my personal favorite part of the end of a class. I always feel like it gets rushed through, so I like to give it a little extra attention. And then when you're ready, coming up into a seated position, feet can cross, you can sit on a block, just whatever feels good. Hands can rest on the tops of your knees or maybe in the crease of your hip. Just finding whatever's comfortable. Eyes are still closed down. Together, we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, cleansing sigh out. Again, inhale. And exhale, cleansing sigh out. And bringing arms down by your side, we're going to inhale, reach them up. Hands touch. And this time, closed mouth, exhale, hands to heart, sealing in the light and love that you created. And together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. That was just a quick little flow for any time you don't have a full hour to give or maybe don't want to. Today, I stayed in my comfy clothes and didn't want to fully commit to a workout outfit, and sometimes that's what you need. So you just get a little bit of movement in your day. It doesn't have to be a big, grand thing. Just move and feel good. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.